There's something to be said about being the first at something really cool. A trendsetter, one that inspires others, whether it be by science, academia, sports, fashion, music, and the arts. In my research, I found music to be the most fascinating when it's infused with fashion. Bands come and go, but their recorded music lasts for eternity. From 1900 to 1999, there were only 3 songs produced called Teddy Bear. The first song was a talkie by Lucky White and his Dude Ranch Playboys, recorded in August of 1946. 75 years ago today, on December 25th, 1945, my grandfather, a U.S. Marine who had served in World War II, honorably discharged, was in such despair and stricken with overwhelming grief that he wrote about it. When his firstborn son, my dad, was taken away at 14 months old by his wife, my grandmother, during a separation. They left quickly, leaving all of the baby toys behind in his room, including a one-eyed teddy bear. He transformed his plight into a song inspired by the new year of 1946, where he would record his masterpiece and call it Teddy Bear. A terrible story with a beautiful melody, and that melody would be provided by the late great Leody Jackson on the table steel. Leody's performance was outstanding. You can hear him playing in the background as I narrate this story. This talkie composition would become a great inspiration for future musicians and storytellers like music legend Tom Waits, who wasn't born until 1949. Yeah, Lucky White was one of the first to tell terrible stories with beautiful melodies. The musicians involved with this recording were Leody Jackson, Terry Fell, Red Murrell, Fairleigh Holden, and Johnny Grande, the Dude Ranch Playboys. Cliffy Stone and Bing Crosby would have been involved in the production and recording engineering process. They all worked for the Mutual Broadcasting System in a tight-knit circle of professional musicians. They were rock stars, laying down the groundwork before there was rock and roll. Frank Sinatra hired Lucky White's steel guitar player, Leody Jackson, from his Dude Ranch Playboys after Leody finished working with Bing Crosby. Wow, the 6 degrees of Lucky White. As I narrate this story, nothing's really written down, except for this gem, the song called Teddy Bear. As you can see here, it was typed. And at the bottom it says, by Lucky White, December 25th, 1945. This document should be in the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum. And the Texas Texas Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum. There's a difference. And with that brilliant idea, I'm going to take a moment to read my grandfather's song entitled Teddy Bear without breaking down in tears. So here we go. As you enter my room, you wonder why, in amazement at what you see there. A rabbit, an elephant, and a little toy dog, and a one-eyed teddy bear. A baby chest that's all painted gay, a tiny pair of shoes, a little cap, and a very small wrap. A treasure I'll never lose. The rabbit was built and made to hop way before my son was born. Sets here tonight beside my bed with its paint all scarred and worn. Now as I sit here and look at the chest that's full of odds and ends, I hear the snow and the sleet outside and the howl of the northern winds. Then I think of you, my little son, and hang my head in despair. And with a grief-stricken glance, I look around as if to find you there. Then my shoulders droop, and I rack with pain because the room is bare, except for a chest and some other toys and the one-eyed teddy bear. Now I guess I'll keep your little things and the chest that's all painted gay and grieve over the night as long as I live when Mommy went and took you away. So now you know as you enter my room and see me sitting there. That's all that I've got is those little toys, the chest, and the teddy bear. Phew. Wow. Really glad I made it through that. I almost broke down into a pile of mush. Let's carry on, shall we? One of Lucky's biggest gripes was the fact that he sent his song Teddy Bear to the Sun Records Company for Elvis Presley to cover. That never happened. Elvis went ahead and invented his own version and released his masterpiece in 1957. Some years would go by, and in 1976, a guy named Red Sovine did his version of Teddy Bear about a boy, his CB radio, and a trucker. And there you have it, folks. The story about Teddy Bear, written by Lucky White on December 25th, 1945. Certainly an inspiration to behold by one of the greatest songwriters, storytellers, and recording stars of the 1940s, 50s, and 60s. If you were counting.
That all that I've got is those little toys, the chest, and the teddy bear.